Hello everyone, and welcome back. I'm Dycart, and this is episode 5 of my Stationeers Let's Play. I apologize for the delay between the last couple episodes. Unfortunately, I'm still recovering from a minor surgery. I'm doing okay. I'm recovering fine. It's just going to take me a bit before I'm up to snuff to get more involved with these things. So this is my first attempt at one after the surgery, which was on my face. It makes it a little tough to talk a little bit. So I apologize if I seem a little low energy for this stream. But I figured I'd give it a shot. Alright, so between streams I went ahead and got my fabricator, a computer, and a motherboard all set up. So what I'm thinking I want to do, and remember this stuff up here is all pretty much just like a temporary, let's just get stuff working. It's not necessarily designed well. But I want to set this stuff up, but I want to give myself a little bit more space. I might set up the fabricator and computer here. Let's see. So let's grab this fabricator. It's pretty big. You'll see. There it is. That's pretty big, right? I mean, that right there, actually. So if we turn it, you can see that there's an input on one side and an output on the other side. And then the power units are in the front. So let's see. Can we turn it this way? All right. So if I put it like here, let's see. I can just pick up that tracking beacon and move it kind of anywhere I want. So for ease of use, let's just put it here. Okay. All right, and then we're going to want to set up the computer. The computer controls the fabricator. You don't necessarily need it right next to it, but yeah, might as well kind of keep them close, right? So how about right there? And the stuff that when they complete things in the fabricator, they'll pop out right here. Yeah, so that should be okay. I learned a very useful thing in the stream I did tonight. And that is that there is a bug that exists in the game where if something falls out, like falls out of the bottom of this or out of a machine and falls, and there's just standard ground there and not one of your frames. If there is some sort of an ore in the ground down below somewhere, you might lose what drops out. So I suggest, I found it out the hard way. I lost 200 grams of steel, the very first thing of steel I made in the game. So that was frustrating. And then I lost 2 solar panels back to back the same way. And then that's when someone in the stream brought that point up. So I'm going to go ahead and continue that across, but I want to move this printer. I just kind of want to spread it out a little bit so that I have a bigger area in the center. So for now, I'll just put it there. That's good enough. But I do want to put ground underneath. So I'm just building right now while it's nighttime. I want to throw another one. I don't know, that might be good enough. I'm paranoid now. Losing that steel and those solar panels was a big setback in my last stream. Might as well put that one down. All right, so let's throw that back and grab those. Grab my trusty welder and get this finished. So we're just waiting for daylight so that we can start building some more stuff. I think that's probably it. Yeah. All right. So put that away. So yeah, just waiting for daylight to hit so I can get stuff going. But I think I'll start laying these down here. Let's see, the power's connected over there. So I might as well just do one of these. And here. All right. I think I might just continue this around. Might be the simplest way to go about this, because I'm not going to trip on these cables or anything. So even though it's not the prettiest setup, you can put floor grading down, and it'll cover up wires and stuff. So it's definitely one way to handle that. And of course, there we go. And just like that, got everything hooked back up. I need to put the manufacturing motherboard in here. All right. Once that sun comes up, we should be good to go as far as producing some stuff. And one of the first things I want to produce is, oh, there comes the sun. Yay, sun. So this fabricator can produce almost everything that everything else can, which is very, very nice. But the first thing I want to try to do is I want to make a battery. So I could do it in, well, you know what? Let's do it in this one. Let's turn the computer on. Okay. And you click on the plus sign, and then you choose what you want. So there's battery cells. All right. But I want just a straight battery, which is, I believe, under kit. It's nice too that they've got the little icons there. That's what I want to produce. Now, if I click the play button, it's going to tell this to produce it. Well, I got to turn this on. There we go. Of course, I don't have the stuff. So gold, copper, and steel. Ooh, is that enough gold? It might not be. Oh, I need more copper and some more gold. Let's just throw some iron in there for now. Do I have copper and gold in this thing? I have copper. All right. So the thing that's different about this kit battery is it's a battery for your base and not a battery for you to just hang on and use personally. Let's take this. Oh, I only have 3. Oh no, there's some. Whew. Put that gold in there, and that should start this working. Now see, now the nice thing about using this is it's set to 1 right here. I could use the plus and minus and have it make more than 1 of something, of course, if I have the resources. But that's what's nice about this is I can say make me 10 cables, and that's it. I don't have to sit there and count them and then turn it off at the right time like I do the other machines. So that's the nice thing about having the computer controlling it. So this battery, our power is going to come down and go in the front and come out the back. That's what I'm planning on. So I'm going to put it right there. Okay, so this will be the output of the battery. All right. So I just need to make this go over there. So I'm going to take this battery out, put it down for a moment because I'm going to go grab it again. And let's pull this power control unit up, which now nothing on the base has power. Okay. But we're going to take this and then we need, oh my lord, I don't have any heavy wire, do I? I don't have any heavy wire. All right, I got a step ahead of myself on this one. So just to get things working again, let's place this. Whoops. Let's place this guy again. So yes, I think it'll go just like that. So let's test and see. Does this turn on? Oh, no, it doesn't look like it is. Okay, oh, when I placed it, I have to open it with the crowbar. And my bad on this. I shouldn't have done it this way. I forgot that I didn't have the stuff I needed. All right, so turn that on. And now that's powered. Okay, so let's make some heavy cable. All right, so cable coil heavy. And it's going to start making them because I still had the play turned on. You have to manually turn it off. So let's just make 5 of those really quick. And I guess it's not really quick. It's no faster than any other machine. In fact, it might be slightly slower, but it's nice that I can say 5 and it's done. Okay, and while I'm waiting, let's get some more copper going in our arc furnace. While it's daylight and we have some power. All right. This is probably more than I actually needed, but I'm going to use it. You're going to use a lot of cabling, especially if you play for a long time on one map. Definitely going to use a lot. But now I set it to 5 and it counted down from 5. So there, it finished. So you don't. It's not like these machines where if you leave it, it's just going to keep going forever. Oh man, I kicked that battery clear over there. Let's let's put that somewhere. Let's put it here for now. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and remove this again. Oh, I had the right thing open. Okay, put the tool away, grab the controller, throw it in my inventory for now. Now let's grab our handy wire cutters. And now we want this to go to the input on this battery. Right there. And just like that, we should have power coming into this battery. Now, we have to turn it on, and it's kind of awkward. Here's the power switch on this side. Now, there it is. This battery is currently charging, so we're good to go on that. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is put my heavy coil away for just a moment and grab my regular, and then I'm going to start cutting. Use that finish with that, so I'm going to start cutting this. All right, grab those. And I can put those away. Switch back to my heavy. And now my output for the heavy cable is going to be right here. Like that. All right, actually, no, for now, I take that back. For now, let's just connect it back up so we've got some power going to our base. So that right there. So now I should have power again. Yep, I got power on these. So not only is my solar now charging the battery, but it's passing power through the battery, and I can start using my regular stuff. So that's going to be extremely helpful. So I think I'm going to do this. Now, what is this going to take? Let's pause it again. What is this going to take to make a transformer? Scroll through here because I'm not sure if it's just transformer or it's under kit transformer. transformer small right there. So let's turn this on. Oh, it's making one. That's fabulous. We want that. So now that we've got this big base battery charged, we should eventually be able to start running day and night. Okay, so we actually want to let's turn these off. All right, so we want to put this transformer in right here. So I'm going to set it down for the moment, and I'm actually going to cut those two because I can't remember the exact size of this. But let's put the transformer down. All right, so it's going to go in that side and outside that side. All right, so perfect. So we can just connect this right back up with a straight, just like that. And then what we do here is we want to increase the wattage that this transformer is going to allow out. Now, I don't necessarily need it this early, but this is more once it's done, I don't have to worry. I know by researching that these standard cables can support 5,000 watts, whereas these cables can support 10,000 watts, or maybe it's 50,000. Anyway, much more. So I want to turn this up so they will never get more than 5,000 watts. In fact, I'm going to turn them up to like 4,500. Yeah, let's go 4,800. And then we'll turn it on. And now I should have power to my machines again. I do. And now, so basically that's protecting me. So when I build up my power, or if I had some solid fuel going into this line and it was just too much power for these lines, I wouldn't be blowing lines. That's what this transformer is going to do for me. So now I've got a battery and a transformer set up, so I'm pretty much free to start building whatever I want as long as my solar panels can support charging that battery. Because see, it's blinking right now. That means there's a drain on it. Well, it doesn't mean there's a drain on it. It means it's not charged. That's like the lowest level. It's just starting a base charge. So I actually don't want to use up any charge tonight. I want to wait until tomorrow. But one of the things I can do is find my battery charger. Everyone starts with one. There it is right there. Okay, so I have a battery charger here, and I got to decide where I want to put it. It kind of doesn't matter where you put it. You just want to have access to it. But it's nice when you can kind of put it away from things. You know what? I don't want to keep having to come through here. So let's set it here. It's kind of going to be, well, you know what? We can turn it, can't we? Like this. Like that. Actually, we can whoops, turn it back the other way. If I can find that way. Now, how do I rotate it? Yes, this is it. Right there. Okay. So this battery charger is just hooked up to power. It has its own power switch, but now I can leave up to 5 batteries in here and have them just charging. So I'll put this battery in. Well, actually, why don't I switch my battery and put that one in there? Okay. Now this does have a drain on it because it is powering the solar stuff over here. My big base battery. I could put another battery in here, and that would help. That would also power those, and I might at some point when I get more batteries made. But for now, I'm going to call that good. All right, so this battery's not charging. If I turn this on, it'll start charging this battery, but it'll be pulling the charge from this battery, so that's not really gaining me much. But the nice thing about this is I now don't have to stress so much about power. So what I can do is let's go up here and take a look. I can now, on my solar panels, I can build them out both directions if I want. And they're just going to charge the battery that much faster. Once that battery has even just a little bit of charge, like basically enough charge to last through the night, then I can start operating 24 hours a day. So, and that's going to be a very, very big deal. But these are all set to go, so I can build a couple more solar panels and I'll be all right. I might build them out that way. Now, right now, I've built this 3 wide. You don't necessarily have to place the solar panels like I have here. I could have made this 2 wide and put the solar panels like splitting them, and I would have had enough space to walk around them, which is my reasoning for having this big of a platform, is just I want to be able to walk around them. You don't even have to do that, but that means you're going to have to use your jetpack a little bit more, and be hovering to do work on them. So early in the game, I like to do this. Later in the game, if I build another solar setup, I won't necessarily do this. I'll just set it up once and then I'll never have to go back to it again. So why worry? That sort of thing. But now I know I'm going to be coming up here and adding a lot of solar panels to it as time goes on. So why not set it up so I can easily access them? All right, so I have 1 frame and 2 sheets, which is exactly enough to make 1 more block. So I'm going to make it right here for now, and then let's pull out my welder. And that's all of my iron. All right, so I'll put another solar panel there, but I need to get heavy cable set up, but I've only got 2 pieces. So I take that, that'll put me at 3 pieces, so I don't have enough. I need to make some more heavy cable. But I do know that I have enough of the regular cable for my data. So let's switch to that. And just kind of get this ready. So look, let's see here. It goes 1 and 1 right in the center. So 1 right in the center, then 1. And then this is going to be another intersection. So once I connect this solar panel, that's it. I'll just connect the solar panel, put the glass on it, turn the angle, and once there's power connected, well, I might not even need the power connected. Since the data is connected, it's going to start working immediately once the sun comes up, because these are already set up down here to control it. So this, I don't know if I mentioned this in a previous episode, but this way I've set it up here is the quickest and simplest way I know to do it. However, it's not the most accurate, so I'm not going to get the most power benefit from my solar panels using this. So if I want it to give me exact, so it follows it exactly, it would require a more advanced logic system, which works just fine. But this I've found is the quickest, simplest way to just get set up and get it automated so I don't have to deal with it anymore, which is pretty much the goal, you know. All right, so I got a little bit of battery power. I'm tempted to make heavy coils, and this guy with the battery backup. What does the heavy coils take? Is it iron or steel with the copper? The reason I want to do it in this guy is I don't want to use the power that it would take to turn on both the computer and the fabricator. So this one's going to use a little less power. All right, it needs gold. Turn that off really quick and grab the little bit of gold it has. And get this guy going. I'm going to go ahead and use up some of this battery, because it's getting pretty close to dawn. And right now there's nothing else I need to save that battery for, so I'd rather get these set up so that the next solar panel I do can work out. Speaking of which, before I get these completely done, let's let it finish this one. Let's actually build a solar panel here. How about that? It'd be nice if we had one now that we're getting ready to set it up. I don't want to use the all the materials for heavy cable and then not be able to do a solar panel. I might have already though. Let's see. Just put some iron in there. He spit some out right here, didn't he? Yep. let's build one solar panel. So the more solar panels I have, the faster they're going to charge that battery. So basically the more wattage I have going into that battery during the day, the more wattage I'm going to have at night, obviously. All right, so the solar panel, I'll just keep setting them up the same way I have been, which is that way. Okay. I need glass to finish it. Can I do it from down here? Sometimes you can do it from quite a distance. There we go. It's funny, I closed all this off and now I'm walking right in between them every time instead of around the edge like I meant to. But yeah, whatever. Okay, so next thing I need to do to get this working properly is look here at these. They're at negative 90 degrees. So I want to make sure this one is also at negative 90. Whoops, that went too far. There, and now that solar panel is going to just start working. It's going to be awesome. I'm going to cut this, and I'm going to add a junction. There'll be another junction here, and then 2 straights. Oh, look at that. I'm 1 short. So let's go down and build it really quick, unless I get caught. All right. So back to the heavy cable. See, this is where it's nice to just scroll through the fabricator computer because it's a little bit easier to find what you're looking for. And there is morning, so I made it through the night. That means this battery's starting to get charged now instead of being drawn from. Wow, okay, here we go. Get up here. And then let's add this guy. And just like that, he is now delivering power. So I have 3 of them delivering power. So we're making progress. We extended that. We've got a battery set up. We've got a fabricator in our computer set up. Looking pretty good. And we can turn this battery charger on now. Now that we're, throughout the day, we know we're building this guy up. So let's look and see now. Well, in fact, let's look here. Now that we have some power going, that's off. I still like using the fabricator. It's just, I don't know, it's fun to see. So let's look at our just regular batteries. So we don't have what it takes to make a nuclear battery yet, but we're getting pretty close on that. And the nuclear batteries are the best as far as lasting the longest. So I want a battery for my solar over there. So I want one for that. I want one backup on my person, which can be this one. Then I want one for the beacon. And I want one for the tablet. And then I want one for a light that I'm going to use later. So that's 4 batteries right there. So let's see what materials it's going to take to make those. Cold copper and steel. All right, so I'm guessing I'm actually not going to be able to make all of them that I want to, because I don't think I have enough gold. But let's make as many as we can and get them on that charger. Yeah, I'm only going to be able to make 1. But still, that's 1 more battery than I had before. So not only can I run the base at night, I'll have more battery backup for my suit. So very helpful. That's a full charged battery. We can turn this guy off to save some power. Turn this guy off to save some... Oh, wait. He made another one. Oh. Sweet. So we got 2 batteries in there charging. That's fantastic. And see how this light's gone solid? That means it's charged more. Like it starts out blinking when it's practically empty, and then it goes to solid, and then it'll start building up the lights. So we're looking pretty good here. We're very close to being able to just operate 24/7, right? And we've got some stuff. I definitely need to get some more gold, but I've got a supply of stuff here because I've been kind of going between episodes. I'll go grab some stuff. Let's take our heavy cable and put it here. And now since we have this transformer, we don't necessarily need that power controller anymore. But where that's going to come in very useful for us in the future is when we want to isolate a network. And by that I mean like we've done here. Anything that is hooked up to data anywhere would be something that we have to scroll through trying to set up these. But because we put this here, it isolates this network, so it's its own network. So I can't see like the fabricator and the computer and stuff like that through these, which is what I wanted. I did not want them to be able to see all the rest. So next time I need to isolate a network, I can use that power controller. So now that I've put the transformer down, it's just nice I freed up that controller. I should be moving that arc furnace too. That's something to think about. But so we're making progress here. We've had a good episode. Okay, we've got the fabricator set up and working. We've got 2 extra batteries that are made, and a main base battery and a transformer, and an extra solar panel. So we're just charging this baby up, and now we're going to start being able to just work through the night, which is going to be extremely helpful. So now that we can work through the night, or once we can work through the night, we will start working more towards building an actual base, and because this is all still pretty temporary, we'll start working on setting it up a little bit nicer and give ourselves a nice area to work in. But that'll be in future episodes because we have run out of time for this episode. So I appreciate you joining me. It's nice to be back, and I hope you guys are enjoying this series, and I plan to keep going on it because I know I'm certainly enjoying it. But I appreciate your viewership. Please leave some comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know if I've done something wrong, if you notice. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will join me for the next episode. Take care, everyone.